Mic check, mic check, mic check.
That's exactly why there's no more lives, because this shit like this be happening. All right, unmuted. Beautiful. Now we're ready to rock another show. Welcome to the show. Fly Degenerates NFL picks countdown recap, whatever you want to call it. NFL show. We're going to preview a little Thursday night football. We'll do a little recap of the trade deadline moves. I'll have a same game parlay for the Thursday night football game, and then we will do our Week 10 picks. The contest is getting tight. Tight. Only 1 point separates the three, so this is going to be a big week. Big week upcoming.
Yep.
But before we get into that, Word Life, how you feeling? How's the good weather down in Florida treating you, sir?
It's all right. A little rainy. Then we got a hurricane somewhere near. I could start smelling them now, you know.
Wow, that instinct is kicking in. When is the hurricane season over?
I don't know.
Has it already passed? I never know when hurricane season is.
Yeah, I think it might have just passed. Yeah.
I mean, there's always a potential. I feel like there's always a potential for a hurricane, but I know that quote unquote hurricane season, I think, is like September, October.
I think so.
I feel like it's always at the beginning of the football season.
I think you're correct. I believe you're right. And
I think it starts at the end of August.
How are you feeling, good sir?
I'm doing phenomenal. Feeling better about my picks. I'm gaining some momentum. You know, I'm catching up. I was holding up the rear, but you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to get it together.
Yeah, big week. I finally hit on the touchdown prop. I hadn't hit on the touchdown prop all year.
Yeah, I saw that.
I finally hit on the touchdown prop, man. What the hell? And I was getting pissed off because all of the ones, like I go through I have like a little, you know, whatever, cutting room floor, and like the one that I pick, I'll have like 3 or 4 of them, and the 3 or 4 that I don't send, those will all hit, and then the one that I picked don't
just
hit,
like
so.
Like for mine, I had Taysom Hill, and I had another one, but I don't think that one reached the minus 200. But my Taysom Hill was minus 240, I think. And then the Cortland Sutton one, but of course the Cortland Sutton, he got pass interference on the goal line on one. He threw a touchdown to Bo Nix on the other. And at the end of close to the end of the game, I think they might have not scored the touchdown. No, I think they did score the touchdown. Cortland Sutton got tackled at the 1-yard line in the fourth quarter.
That sucked.
And not only for the point, cost my $250 parlay as well, because I had Taysom Hill, and I think I might have had Jamar Chase as well, and that was the only one that fucked up. And I would have swept with the Patriots had on that last play people played defense and didn't allow it to go into overtime. So it's a razor.
Now we're getting a little crazy with the coulda, woulda, shouldas.
No, I'm saying, but it was the last play.
There was like 3 coulda, shouldas with Sutton though.
No, it was the last play. It was the last play of regulation, and he threw it up and they caught it.
No, yeah, I know, but that's football. I mean,
No,
now
I
we're getting
understand,
into
but I'm just saying,
football.
like,
I feel like you have a I feel like you have a more legitimate gripe with the whole Cortland Sutton situation than with the Patriots. I mean, come on.
yeah, I'm just saying how close. It's just to highlight how
Yeah, you know,
close
well, if my
football
aunt had
is.
hair on her back, she'd be my uncle. So, what do you want me to tell you?
Well, and
My
she'd
aunt
have a
actually
problem
does
in
have hair
today's
on her
world.
back. Call her silverback,
Yeah.
Vuela.
Silverback.
silverback. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Willa, but I'm
abuela.
like, nah, that's not right.
Yeah.
All right, so before let's try to get a same game parlay before the game starts. Then we'll do the
Let's do it.
Well, first off, I guess we should give Word Life opportunity to make his pick before the game starts. Make it official because he did tell us in the pre-show meeting
Yeah,
that he's
yeah.
going to be taking tonight's game in some fashion. So before the game starts, we can make the pick official and lock it in. We still have time.
Yeah.
You still want to take tonight's game?
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I do. I do. I'm gonna go with the Bengals, man. Getting six. I know it doesn't sound right because the Ravens run the ball well and the Bengals defense gives up run. Can't stop the run for their life. But I don't know, man. It's a divisional game. It's it's gonna be a tight one. I'm assuming. Um, and Joe Burrow he's balling. He's doing well. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Something's just telling me to play the number here and keep it. It's gonna be a close game, and the Bengals gonna lose by I don't know within that six. So that's
All right,
that's
now
what
is
I'm
this one
that's what I'm
point,
going.
2 points, 3 points?
This is my one. This is gonna be my 1 point pick because I
All
don't feel
right,
great
one
about
pointer, Bengals +6, locked in. All
it.
right, beautiful. Any other takers? Going once.
No.
All right. All right.
Thursday
So
night.
maybe we include we include that in the same game parlay.
Hmm.
That could be your representative leg of the same game parlay. I have a DraftKings boost right now. Same game parlay +400 odds, 4 or more legs. You get a boost of what is it? 20%, 25%, 30%, some shit.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, it's only 10%. They're being cheap.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. And I can never tell whether or not they're given, because I know that they change up like your max bets. They change up the percentage boosts, and they give you some promotions. I think some people get, some people don't get. And I also notice, I don't know if you noticed this with DraftKings, but they now, you know how before, at least for me before, when I would go into as soon as I opened the app, on the top banner there, all of the promos of the day would be there for you to opt in. That's not the case anymore. Now
They
I
try to
gotta
make you
I
find
gotta
that
go
shit.
find them in the rewards tab because I was looking around because I've been waiting on a stepped up hockey parlay because I hit on the last one, and I've been waiting for another one, and they usually do them on days where there's 10 or more games, and I haven't been getting the boost, and I'm like, yo, it was good. And then I went to look, I just went to check the odds, and then I seen that there was a promo available. I was like, yo, where the fuck has this been? They're
Oh,
trying to
shit.
keep it from us. Trying to keep it from us, bro. What can we do? All right, so like I was saying earlier, tonight's game, same game parlay. I have a couple of props that I like. We could find different ways to combine them to put this boost to use. I actually got to go into FanDuel too and see what they're offering, because until one of these apps or one of these books gives us money, we don't have to keep any exclusivity. We don't owe them shit. So we can do FanDuel, we can do BetMGM, we could do whatever. So like I said before, I like the Yosevus over his yards. I like it over 25. When I first bet it, I got plus 25. I got 25 over 25 receiving yards at plus 125. It's already gotten bet down to now, if you want to do 25 plus yards, it's bet up to minus 135. So not nearly as good of odds, but I still like that I still like that play. So how do you guys feel about the 25 plus yards? Are we tacking that on?
Yosef,
I like that.
yeah.
I feel like he's always close. He's like the guy that gets him into the red zone.
Hmm.
Well, I just like it because there's no T Higgins tonight, and
Yeah.
I assume that they're gonna have to throw the ball around.
Yeah,
That's
and
their
he
only
used.
chance. Their only chance to win any games against anybody with the way that the
Hmm.
defense is playing is to outscore them. And even the last game that they played against the Ravens, that overtime game that they, that they had won.
Hmm.
But the defense just, you can't win a game when your defense is playing that poorly. So, but they scored a ton of points in that game. Joe Burrow threw for 305 touchdowns. Both Higgins and Chase each went over 100 yards in that game. So I feel like Yosevas kind of filling in the Chase role. They don't, I
Yeah,
mean, not the Chase role, the Higgins role. Obviously, they don't use him the same way that they use T. Higgins. But
yeah,
if he's wide receiver number 2 and he's playing like last week, they had no Higgins. He played more than 90% of the snaps. If you're telling me he's going to be wide receiver number 2, getting over 90% of the snaps, I feel like 25 yards in a trailing script at minimum. Even if they're not trailing, I feel like they're not going to be able. They're still going to have to throw the ball. They're going to have to score. So I feel good about it.
yeah. Me too. And he has chemistry. He has some chemistry with uh Burrow after some from the last time Higgins wasn't around. So I like that play.
Yeah. I also like, and this one I'm not as sure about, but I also
Mhm.
like Brandon Stevens tackles and assists over 4.5. I kind of the same reasoning, kind of the same logic. I just expect the Bengals to be throwing the ball all over the place, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of tackle and assist opportunities for the Ravens secondary. I feel like Burrow's going to be completing passes. Last time they played, Brandon Stevens led the Ravens in tackles plus assists with, I think he had 9. Last 2 games, he's been over this number consecutively. I think he had 7 in the last 2 games in a row. So I just feel like if we expect Burrow to be completing passes to the, to the wide receivers, at minimum Chase, he's going to be throwing the ball to Chase.
Hell yeah.
I feel like 4.5 tackles and assists should be achievable, but I don't know. You tell me if you guys like something better or how you feel about that.
No, in terms of defense, uh, like in terms of like defensive, I don't. I mean, I just feel like this game's gonna. I think I like a lot of the just receiving and receptions, just because like both of these defenses aren't that good. I know Thursday's a different animal,
But I actually
and
like it because the defense is not good. Like not
yeah, yeah.
good
I mean,
defense is
no, I understand
like
the
when you're
rationale.
allowing a lot of completions, you have
Yeah.
There's a lot
tackles
of
by the
plays.
cornerbacks and the safeties. That's the whole point. They play
Hmm.
terrible on defense. The Bengals,
Mhm.
like I said, Joe Burrow threw for I think he threw for 350 and 5 touchdowns against the Ravens last game, and he had 9 tackles
Hmm.
plus assists because he was
Mhm.
completing
Hmm.
passes.
So
Yeah.
who you was talking about? Humphrey?
No, Brandon Stevens.
Oh, Stevens. Okay. You
I
said
think he's
over
technically their wide receiver 1. I think on
the
the depth chart he's technically wide receiver 1
the corner.
because, excuse me, cornerback number 1. Yeah, because he is currently in terms of snap share. I'll tell you right now, snap share.
Oh,
Brandon
he has a higher
Stevens.
number. Yeah.
Brandon Stevens. I'll tell you right now. Last week, Brandon Stevens played 68 snaps. The next closest corner in snap share was Marlon Humphrey with 38. Brandon
Mm.
Stevens played 94% of the snaps. Marlon Humphrey played 53% of the defensive snaps. Nate Wiggins played 44% of the defensive snaps. And Arthur Mollett played 38% of the snaps. So he's doubling all the rest of the corners' snaps.
Yeah. Mm.
They traded
I mean,
for
him
what's
and
his name
Humphrey
too,
are
though.
1 and 2, or however you want to call it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Stevens
So
is
he's
the
over.
only corner that has played every game this season for the Ravens. He's played no less than 92% of the snaps.
Jeez. So you got him at what? You got him at over? I mean, what is it? You got him at
Over
over
four and a
under?
half tackles plus assists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, makes sense.
Does anybody have anything else?
Um,
I think I like the Deontay Johnson receptions over 1.5.
I thought about that one. I just feel like with Ravens receivers, Ravens receivers, you never
Hmm.
know who Lamar is going to be throwing the ball to, if Lamar is going to be completing passes at all, and
Yeah.
I also, I don't know. I did look at it, and I do like it. It just worries me just because part of it's like, do you feel like since he just got traded there, they're going to be forcing him, trying to get him the ball, get him integrated, or
Yeah, because they didn't
maybe
last
on
week.
a
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, or
I
is
don't.
it going to be on a short week? Are they just going to try to stick to what they know, stick to the familiarity? I don't. I That could go either
Yeah.
way. I mean, I have no problem adding it to the parlay. Fuck it, we're trying to get to plus 400 anyway. We got to have at least four legs, but that I'm just
Mhm.
I thought about that prop. That was the only those are the only things that kind of kept me off.
Mm.
But I
What
think
I
we
about?
like
should add it
I like
anyway.
Charlie Kolar as well though.
I don't
Like
like
in
Charlie Kolar. I was thinking unders for
because
Charlie Kolar.
Isaiah Likely, I don't know. Isaiah
Isaiah
Likely is
Likely's not
usually
playing.
good. Well, that's my point. Like he's usually the guy that, you know, gets the couple, touches simply because people are on Mark Andrews. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Lamar likes to dump off, and when he doesn't see anything downfield. But
Hmm.
I mean, besides
Well, my
that,
worry
Zay
about
Flowers.
Charlie Kolar would again be a snap share situation. I don't
Hmm.
know with Likely being out. I don't know. I assume his snap share would go up, but
Hmm.
I don't think. A part of me feels like they're just gonna go to more three wide receiver sets and
Hmm.
just try to like I feel like almost like the Deontay Johnson and the Charlie Kolar thing kind of go against each other. Like if you think they're gonna go
Yeah.
three wide receiver sets, then I like the Deontay Johnson prop. If you think they're gonna go more big sets and go and stick to two tight ends, even with Likely out, then
Hmm.
I think Deontay Johnson's not going to get as many opportunities to even be on the field. So then I would like Kolar better. But right now, Kolar, he's averaging somewhere between, I would say, low 20s to low 30s in terms of his snap share. How much that's going to go up, I don't really know because, pure example, Mark Andrews had a 74% snap share. I don't know. It's tough. I was
I
thinking
mean,
Kolar
I like the
unders, but
Bengals. That's fine. I mean, one unders is just, you know what I'm saying? Like unders is being that his numbers are kind of low. Unders is like two receptions and that kills it. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
yeah, I know. Like, but that's why sometimes what I like to do is I like to take a lot of those low unders, and if I look at the snap share and I don't think that they're gonna have an opportunity to be on the field, then I'll try to parlay a bunch of super low unders and just hope that they just throw up all zeros for the game. And like
mm,
those, you'd be surprised how many times those will cash for you. Like
mm.
games where they like the third tight end, you take his under, it's under fuck. Like how many times I've cashed on Jeremy Ruckert under 5.5 receiving yards. Like like it's funny because last year I was crushing his overs because he would
Mm,
always have like one or two catches. This year his unders have been money.
mm.
That's funny.
What were you gonna say about defense? I
Well,
think we
me?
were gonna say
No,
something
Mike.
about the defense.
No, Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Gesicki plus 200 anytime touchdown. That's what you was thinking
Uh,
about? Or you talking about reception?
I don't know about that. I was talking more yards.
I like his
What?
numbers too. I just feel like his after last week, the price on his all of his shits have gotten
Yeah.
so high. Like
Yeah.
his
Um,
over under is what is it at now? 55. I last saw it was at 50 something,
Yeah.
51. I mean, we could do a alt. I mean, we could do the 51 if you want. We could do a straight 50. We could do an alt. I just felt like his no. I think his receptions at 4.5 now. I just
yeah,
now
yeah,
he's getting Kelsey
yeah.
lines, and I'm like that's a little
Yeah.
wild. You know, like just two
How about
weeks
Lamar
ago,
Jackson
all his
rushing
shits were at
yards?
20s and 30s. Who?
hmm
Lamar.
Lamar Jackson rushing yards, like if they, because if Trey Hendrickson, comes around the edge
Chases him out of there. Yeah.
pretty, yeah. And I
Now,
mean, you
how do
could
you
get
feel
40 yards
about
for minus 160.
Chase Brown? I was thinking
Receiving?
about Chase. No, I was thinking about Chase Brown rush attempts, but I don't know how much. I don't know if they're gonna play Khalil Herbert at all. They traded for him. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't think that's too I
Too
think that's too
soon.
Game
quick.
script dependent. Oh, too
Yeah.
quick to integrate him. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he had I think he had 20 carries last week against the Raiders, but obviously they were blowing the. No, he had 27 carries last week against the Raiders.
What?
They were blowing the Raiders out though, but 20 if they're willing to give him the ball that much, I was like, wow. And even in the last game when they played Baltimore with a healthy Zach Moss got 9 carries in that game. Chase Brown got
Mm-hmm.
12. Um
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of looking towards that Chase Brown carries over, but that's probably the 15.5 is a
I
little
mean
too
that it's at
high.
15 and a half. You think so?
I just think just because I don't think that they're gonna. I think they're gonna have to have a
You think they
lead.
want to shorten the game though? You don't think they want to kind of
I don't
like
think. Here's the
not
thing.
have the
I don't
ball
think.
on the other side?
Well, I mean, here's how I don't trust Zach Taylor. Is really what it comes down to
Oh
because
well, yeah.
I just feel like if they give the ball to Chase Brown, if in the first 2-3 drives he gets 3-4 carries and doesn't go anywhere, it's over. I feel like they're gonna just go straight to we're gonna throw
Mm-hmm.
the ball all over, and like I said, they're gonna and especially if they don't score in their first 2 drives, they fuck around and they're down 2 scores. You know what I'm saying? If they're down
Mm-hmm.
10-0 in the middle of the first quarter, the Chase Brown rushing props over is dead.
It's done.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, 15 and a half. Because 15 and a half, if we were dealing with something a little bit lower, maybe if you gave me like a 11 and a half, 12 and a half, I'd feel better about it. Like when I saw that he had 27 carries last week, I was like, oh shit, maybe we take the 15 and a half. But I kind of
Mm-hmm.
feel like maybe if it was, I don't know. I just don't trust Zach Taylor to have a rushing game script at like
Balanced
16
game.
carries. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe it goes over, maybe it doesn't. I mean, like I said, I was the one that thought about it and brought it up, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the fence with that one. There's nothing else that's really.
How about Justice Hill rushing and receiving?
Well,
27
I
and a
saw that.
half.
Well, the only thing that worries me about Justice Hill is that I see
Keaton Mitchell.
Keaton Mitchell, and that tells me the fact that not only is he going to be active, but the fact that they put a prop up there for him, I feel like that tells me that somehow they think that he's going to be getting touches, he's going to be getting involved, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that affects Justice Hill, especially since I think that they really like Keaton Mitchell, and
Yeah, they
when he
like
got
him more.
hurt
Yeah.
last year, they really like trying to get him the ball
Hmm.
over Justice
Yeah, but I
Hill.
mean, I
Hell yeah.
think that because Keaton Mitchell, he just get activated? When did he get activated?
I
Yeah, I
think
think
this is
this
his
week.
first game.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like they really can't give him much. I mean, because what was
I'm
it?
just
His
saying,
leg?
I feel the same
Uh,
way, but I just feel like why is that prop there? They don't usually for
yeah,
a
it's to throw
dude.
you off. You know what I'm saying? You know Vegas ain't slick.
I don't know. Okay, well, you know what? Let's put it to the test. What do you want to do, Justice Hill? What?
Rushing and receiving 27 and a half.
All right, let's go with it. I don't mind the number. My only worry would be the Keaton Mitchell effect, but I don't
Yeah.
mind the number. Um, All right, so Justice Hill rushing, receiving over 27.5. Andre Yosevas over. Let me just go with the line. What is it at? 21.5 now. Oh damn, his shit got bet all the way up to 24.5. I got this shit at 18.5. Damn. All right, 24.5. Well, whatever. 25 plus yards. And do we like do we like Stevens or no?
I like your
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
I
the
like
way
your
you broke it down.
defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll add Stevens to that, and then we need one. Oh shit! And then we need one more. Do we want to go with Gesicki? Do we want to go with Bengals on the Bengals plus
Covering.
6? Do we want to do an all? We want to do a plus. What are we thinking? My only
like
thing
it.
is, I feel
40?
like 40.
Yeah.
40 what? Plus 40?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean?
Like
No,
points
I'm
over
saying the
there.
alt.
Bengals plus 40?
Oh, no. I thought you said Gasicki.
Oh, no. If we could do Gesicki if you want. No, I was saying if you wanted
I like
to.
Gesicki, but I like the touchdown. No, y'all don't like the touchdown, Gesicki today?
I don't mind the touchdown, but I'd
Yes.
rather do the touchdown separate than have it fuck up the
Okay,
parlay.
gotcha.
Like if we're
Gotcha.
gonna do the Gesicki, I'd rather do the yards for the parlay, and then we could bet the touchdown separate.
Gotcha.
Like that's just my jam. But we got.
I just
Who
feel like
cares? We could
because
do
he.
it.
No. I'm just testing what y'all think. What y'all feel. Now let's dig deeper.
I like it. I just tend to shy away from touchdowns on a parlay unless it's a touchdown parlay. But that's
Gotcha.
just my own personal preference. I
So
don't
let's
mind
keep it.
it.
Let's
I
keep
don't
it.
mind
What
it.
else we got? What else we got?
Wait, are you
Let me
saying
see.
that Mike Gesicki is your touchdown prop for? Are you going 2 picks this week? Is that what you're doing?
Nah,
Because you said it was
nah.
plus
I
200.
could.
Now I'm looking at it, I see it's plus 200. Is that
Yeah.
is that your kind of the soft launch of putting it
I
out
mean,
there? Nah, you didn't hear? I said Mike Gesicki was plus 200 after he catches the touchdown.
nah. I ain't like. I don't move like that. I keep it. I keep. I'm very honest, man. I'll do it though. I'll take it. I'll take the Gesicki too. Two plus 200.
I know you just wanted to feel like you were getting bullied into it. That's why.
Yeah, I could blame you guys for
No bullying. There's no bullying here. No bullying allowed.
it.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me look at Gesicki's red zone snaps.
I know he
Gesicki
scored
in the
last week
red zone.
because I wanted him last week and he scored. I
Well,
was
here's the
tight.
problem. Last week, Bengals had two snaps inside of the red zone. Gesicki played one, Drew Sample played one, and Tanner Hudson played both. Not that that's a big deal, but
Nah, yeah. Let's take something up.
do you want to just
What's
go with your Bengals? Because you're already taking Bengals in the points. Do we want to take the points and maybe? I just like to get it. If I'm going to take it, I'd like to get it at 8.5 rather than the 6. If we're going to do a parlay anyway, just to keep it completely because to lose by 7 would be brutal.
hmm I mean, how do you feel about? I mean, how do you guys feel about it?
No, I don't. I personally don't like the Bengals
All right.
only because of that number. I don't like that the number's that high
Yeah, I agree. I
in
thought
a
about
game
that.
in,
You
in a
don't
game that's
agree. You
traditionally
don't
close.
agree. You can't agree.
No, I agree in the sense that I know why it's a red flag, like to him. 'Cause
Oh.
He's the Vegas ain't slick guy. So I know why
Still
to him.
undefeated.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
You know what I'm
I know
saying?
why
I'm
the
not saying
number's that big,
yeah.
and I would have taken this game at a smaller number
Yeah.
if you were giving
Okay.
me Higgins. After what
Mm.
happened when I tried to take the Bengals and go head to head with flex without knowing that I wasn't going to have T Higgins against the Eagles, and they got slapped as they
Slap.
have gotten every game when they didn't have T. Higgins against a decent opponent this year. That's why I was like, I'm staying. 6 points is not going to be enough for me to take the Bengals without. Because right now, I'm looking at the Bengals kind of the way I'm looking at the Rams. I'll take the Rams really almost against anybody if they have all their receivers and that offense is fully equipped. But if I'm missing even one of them, to me, is a stay off. Because even though last week I had the Rams -1.5 and I felt good about it, once Puka went out with that fucking bullshit ejection, that Rams team was struggling. And I mean, they got the cover. I got away with it, but I was like, you know what? That's such a different team when they have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, and I look at the Bengals kind of the same way. They're just such a different team right now when they have both Higgins and Chase available, and if one of them is not there, the shit just don't be working the same, especially against like a legitimate opponent. I mean, against the Raiders last week, whatever. I don't even really take that game seriously. But you saw what happened to them against a pretty bad Eagles secondary. Eagles secondary has not been good, but Burrow still couldn't find a way to get anything going at home because he didn't have T. Higgins. So, I mean, listen, Burrow's going to have to play the game of his life tonight to try to keep the Bengals season alive, so maybe he gets it done, but I can't have the same kind of confidence I want to in it without Higgins, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I can see why you say that. But I don't know, man. It's like let's stay away with it. Let's stay away from it. Let's stay away from it then.
We're going with the touchdown. We're going with the touchdown.
Yeah, I like
We're
the
gonna add
touchdown
the
more
Mike
than
Gesicki touchdown, huh?
I like the touchdown. The touchdown more than the.
That gives us plus 1,500. We add the boost, 1,650, $20 to win 350. Let's go.
Can you send me a screenshot to see if I can put this in real quick?
Screenshot of the bet?
Yeah. Just because we talked about so many that.
Yeah, you just got to get it in quick because it's fucking
It's
about to start. Was it 7:15 or 8:15 or 8:20 start for these?
8:15.
Yeah, and I like it. I like that. I like the
literally 1
Gesicki
minute.
idea. The fact that Higgins ain't playing too. I like that because that's the big target.
Yeah, well, that was why all his prop numbers went up like that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's going to do it for the Thursday night parlay. We sneak it in just in time for the game to start. And now we'll just do a quick recap of the, and if there's any thoughts on the trade deadline, and then we will make the rest of the Week 10 picks. So trade deadline, I don't really have any big takeaways. There might have been some moves that I missed. I don't know if there's anything that y'all saw, moves that were made that you thought were interesting at all. I thought that I don't know, what is Dallas doing? Why is Dallas why are they buyers at the trade deadline? I don't really get that. Especially, and the other thing that I noticed that I thought was kind of weird. I felt like the way that the Dak Prescott injury has been reported has just been a little strange. Like, I saw a couple of headlines. Like, I saw that he had hurt his hamstring. He's going to miss a couple weeks. And then I saw another headline that said Dak Prescott expected to miss. Damn, I forget how it was worded, but it just made me think, like, what kind of report is that? Like, usually a guy gets hurt. Like, I'm thinking about like Jordan Love, for instance. When he got hurt at the beginning of the year, it was like, okay, MCL sprain or whatever. He's 4 to 6 weeks. The Dak Prescott shit, every headline I read, it just makes it seem like he's going to be out longer and longer. Like, there hasn't been a straight up window. It's been like, oh, he's expected to miss at least 4 weeks. They haven't decided if they're going to put him on IR. Now it's, well, he's expected, quote, no time soon or something like that. And I was like,
yeah,
what the fuck
and
is
then
this?
and then it's his hamstrings off the bone. Like
that
I
what they
heard
said?
that even mentioned.
Oh wow, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I
Holy
mean, I hear so
shit.
much stuff that I don't even know what's like real or like if it's off the bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so cloudy, like you said, and it's like, so then why are they getting another wide receiver? They should have been in that market weeks ago.
Yeah.
And especially for that wide receiver, that's almost like a play for the future, but in a win now situation.
Yeah.
You
It
know
was
what I'm
like
saying?
ju- it
Because
was
it's
it was
like,
it was to me it was like just do it's like just let's just do something to make it look like we're
but it
doing
just doesn't make
something.
sense. Like,
Yeah,
then
I don't
trade for
like
a
it.
running back. Like, if you're gonna trade for somebody with the Panthers, right? Then try to trade for their running back, that their second round pick running back, or that because or Miles Sanders, since they gave
Miles.
Hey,
Chuba Hubbard a contract. You know what I'm saying? It just
yeah.
doesn't make sense. Like, why like why a young wide receiver that's like trading for Denzel Mims. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, a wide receiver that hasn't really made an impact, that just because you liked in the draft a year and a half or 2 years ago, that you're going to
Go
that
get it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to get him now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
now he's a
give
young,
up
it's not even
something
like,
like something like not super valuable, but not enough. It's not that they gave up a 6 or a 7. Like they gave up a 4.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate draft. Yes, I
Yeah,
mean
that's
that's
a
like a
pick.
that's a
Yeah.
borderline starter.
Hmm.
Like
yeah, and
you're trying to
I'm
get contributing players with the fourth round pick.
Hell yeah.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, even in a situation like, I know he was a second round pick, but that doesn't mean anything when you've taken almost 2 years off the rookie wage scale. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're doing that. You're bringing him into a situation where he's going to have to learn the offense, right? So it's not like he could just step in like a veteran, just steps in like, okay, I'm going to get open, and let's do this. You're doing that, but you're probably going to fire your offensive staff at the end of the year. So now you're going to have 2 years for a fourth round pick. Um, and he's going into it like into a new offense as if he were a rookie. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If I was the Cowboys, I'm throwing Trey Lance out there, man. See what he's got.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
at
know
least
why they
that
even
that can
messing
kind of
around with
like,
Cooper Rush. Like you're they like
yeah, it's
they don't have the record to support starting Cooper Rush. Like I feel like if they were in first or second, and maybe they are. No, they're not in second in the division, are they?
Hell no.
no, because they're no, they've
The
only won
third.
3 games.
So it's yeah. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting about Philly. Yeah, so Washington and Philly, they're not even second in the division. They're not really in the playoff chase. Like I say, I say you throw Trey Lance out there, see what he's got, see what's good.
Mhm.
But But
Yeah,
anyway,
man, that's a
so
piece that you can move.
the Jets dealt Mike Williams. Did they bring anybody in? Did they make any trades for
No,
anybody or no?
no.
So
I mean,
And
I could
what
just
about
see
the
that
Giants? Did
being.
they make any trades?
no, not that I'm aware of. No.
They should
Yeah.
have. I guess what they were saying, like, the price that they were asking for Aziz Ojolari
Yeah, they had him on the block,
was a
right?
little too high. But he's on. He this is his last year of his contract. Like,
Yeah.
that's almost like the reverse Cowboys. Like,
Yeah. No.
this guy, you
I had a
can't.
reverse cowboy a little while ago, just before we got on here.
Oh, nice,
I had a girl;
nice.
she was born a reverse cowboy.
Nice.
All
Nice.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What were there any other? I saw so the Steelers get Mike Williams, and I saw that they got Preston Smith, which Lord
Loading up.
knows they need pass rushers.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, was there anything else that was?
Lattimore to
Oh,
Washington. I
Lattimore,
like.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was big.
Lattimore,
That's a big move.
Yeah, I like that one.
yeah, that was interesting. What did they give up for him?
I'm not sure.
Third, third, fourth, and sixth, or third, five, and
God
six, something
damn.
like that.
Yeah,
Hey, man, he's one of the top. Like,
No, yeah, he's a top corner for sure. Yeah.
and when you're in it, man, and
and
they
what does that
haven't, they
mean for
had
the
an extra,
Saints?
they had an extra third round. I don't know what the Saints are gonna do. Saints need to start praying to the Saints, because,
Yeah.
like, their current situation is so bad, bro. Like, and they can't even get out of any of it. they can't get out of Derek Carr. They they can maybe like wiggle out of some of the um like with the Marshawn Lattimore. I know they took a dead cap hit, but maybe next year they're not taking any hits. But um Yosevas. But in terms of like with Derek Carr, you can't move out of there. Um, I know that the Alvin Kamara, he has dead money going forward, even though he like they're gonna get rid of him at the end of the year. They their coaching situation is a mess. Um, they're still paying
Well,
Taysom
what do
Hill.
you
I
mean?
think
Their coaching
Taysom.
situation got better over the week.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they have Derek Carr now has gotten another coach fired to now have an interim coach who's a special teams coordinator.
That's what's up. That's his formula. That's his recipe for
Well, they
success.
did. The Raiders did do better after that move
That's what I'm saying.
to
That's his
Bisaccia. So
recipe for
maybe
success.
you're onto something.
Good
On
enough to get
something
you
is more like
fired.
it.
Well, we shall see. But anyway, nothing too consequential happening with the trade deadline. So it's time to pick some games.
Yes, so
How we doing with volume? Everybody all right? Nobody's ears getting blown away?
yeah, sounds good.
We are good to go.
And my shit is freezing now too. That's what's up. Computer is doing work. R.I.P. All right, so make sure this shit is still going. All right, we're good. All right, so like I said before, as we stand currently, everybody only separated by 1 point. I have 28 points. Word Life, 27.5. Flex with an all-time comeback, 27 points. And it's still only week 10. So, having gotten I guess you lead off, right, Flex? You lead
I
off.
guess.
We both have 5 points, but I only had my 1 point pick right. You had 3 and 2. So I think that puts you in the leadoff spot.
Alrighty. But what we're gonna do first? The leadoff hitter is gonna be the still undefeated 9-0 Vegas ain't slick pick. This week was a little bit more difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't really pick up on anything. I was gonna go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home, getting 6.5. But with Christian McCaffrey coming back, I don't really like that anymore. So I'm gonna move over to the Indianapolis Colts, only getting 4 points.
Like,
I'm saying take the Bills.
no.
Yeah, the Bills -4 because the Colts are only getting 4. I don't like. It doesn't really make sense.
Hold on. Now
Colts
you're
have been-
going. Isn't this going against your typical? I thought the Vegas ain't slick. If they're not getting enough points, isn't that the one you take?
They're not giving enough points though.
Yeah, but that's the opposite. The Vegas ain't slick is supposed to be the opposite of the logic. The logic is if you think a team should be giving more points, then that's the team you take. And the Vegas ain't slick is supposed to be the opposite. No?
Yeah, but that's only when you take the underdog.
Why am I still trying to understand what this craziness means? Now it's only when you take the underdog. Go ahead.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, if you take the favorite, they're not giving enough points.
Yeah, that's called making picks like we do every other week. I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills. I feel like even though it's see, now you've thrown me off.
Because you
I'm gonna
threw
go-
yourself off.
No.
You got this one wrong. This time I'm right. I had the logic right. I finally figured
I
it
think-
out. I
yeah, I
finally
think you got
understood
into-
what you were saying, and now you're going back on it. I got nothing to do with this.
No, I think you got into my head there. So we'll get back to that. But let's start off from the top with my three picks. And for my 1 point pick, I'm gonna take the Denver Broncos, getting currently, I think it went up a little bit to 7.5
Seven and a
against the
half. That's
Chiefs.
on my
If we know
ticket.
one, yeah, if we know one thing about the Chiefs is they don't really cover. And this is gonna be a defensive battle both ways. You know that um my what my Shanahan Sean Payton is going to go into this kind of trying to keep it close. Um and I know they're coming off that what looked like a blowout, but that game kind of turned um early, and then it started kind of like to snowball. The game felt a little bit closer than it actually was against Baltimore. Um, they were going in, and they just started. I don't know. Everything kind of like spiraled out of control, and that's why the game looked like that at the end. But I think the Broncos. It was just like an overwhelming spot, and I think the familiarity with the Chiefs being in division, the Chiefs never covering. Oh, so what it seems, they always seem to pull it out with some help from, the referees or some bogus call, and that
A
gets them the,
miss.
the victory at the end. Yeah,
Mhm.
or something crazy always happens at the end of the game with 5 minutes left with the Chiefs. So I don't know. I think Peyton is going to keep this close. I think that's what the game plan is, and try to figure something out at the end of the game when it's close enough. So I think 7.5, getting that hook. Give me the Denver Broncos for my 1 point pick. For
Nice.
my 2 point pick, give me the Philadelphia Eagles, man, against the Cowboys. Um, I know it's a lot of points, but where are these points coming from the Cowboys? The defense has looked awful, and the offense looked awful already. Now they got Cooper Rush coming in, um, and it kind of just feels like it's teetering, like they're kind of out on Mike McCarthy. Um, just like the spirit of the team is kind of like it just feels like just by watching them and watching what's going down on the field, it just kind of feels like it's teetering a bit. And if we know one thing about Nick Sirianni, is that he's going to be a douchebag anytime he gets a chance. So if he gets the opportunity to put the foot on the throat of a division rival, he's going to do that. So even though it's a lot of points, I'm not really scared of it being that many points. Just because I don't that's not a classy team. So even if they're up big at the end of the game, I feel like they're not going to take their foot off the gas. So give me the Eagles, 2 point pick. Still giving 7.5. It's all good. Now for another team that seems like it's going in disarray, wrong direction, give me the Atlanta Falcons,
Ooh.
giving 3.5. I know it's away to the New Orleans Saints, but we kind of touched on how I feel about the Saints, and and we see what happens anytime Derek Carr is in a big spot. It's almost it's he's what um, Kirk Cousins used to be, where like everybody kept saying he didn't show up at night, anytime prime time, anything like that. Anytime his team needs him to show up, Derek Carr's not showing up. Like this team was facing the Panthers off a couple games that they had the backup quarter Spencer Rattler, all that. So you would think that you're getting your quarterback back, and the team is going to get a boost, and you know what I'm saying, and everybody's going to play a little bit better. But we saw what he did to um, when he threw that ball to Chris Olave. Then you have Mike Thomas going online saying how much of a POS he sees. It seems like a trend that Derek Carr. seems or says the right things, but behind the scenes, it's kind of like a something different. And we're going to a team that's been playing well, the Falcons, obviously, versus a team that keeps losing pieces. They just lost their number one wide receiver. Who knows when he's coming back? And I don't know for the if they couldn't get it done against the Panthers, I don't know how they're going to get it done against the Falcons. So just for that reason, man, give me the Falcons. I know it's 3.5 in what's probably going to be a close game, but I have no faith whatsoever in Derek Carr. So given 3.5, give me the Atlanta Falcons as my 3-point pick.
Nice, nicey, nice.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Excuse me. Well, interesting choices there. I went head to head with you back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back weeks.
You're on two.
Shall we make it a third week in a row?
I don't know.
Shall we make it a third week in a row?
Definition of insanity.
What is it? 1-1 or 0-2?
No, 0-2.
0-2.
0-2. 0-2. Do I dare to go against you? It's been fun. Why not? Why not keep it going? I'm going to go my 1-point pick. Actually, you know what? Nah. We'll stay off of that. I think I'm gonna go against your Vegas ain't slick pick, or I don't even know what your Vegas ain't slick pick is.
No, I'm changing it.
I'm going against it. I'm going with it. Who knows? But I'm gonna take the Colts. I'm gonna take the Colts at home, getting only 4. I went against the Colts last week with my 2-point pick. My 1-point pick. Excuse me, with the Vikings. Felt good about it, and worked out pretty well. I looked at the schedule. Do you know who the Bills are playing next week?
No.
The Bills are playing the Chiefs next week.
Oh, yeah.
That game could very well be for the number 1 seed if the Bills want to try to claw for the number 1 seed. They're going to have to win that game, obviously, since the Chiefs have not lost the game. I feel like the Bills, with what their upcoming schedule looks like, I feel like this is a very much kind of a look-ahead letdown spot against these Colts. Bills' next games, here's their upcoming schedule. Chiefs at home, Niners at home, Rams on the road, Lions on the road. That's a tough 4-game stretch, man. And I feel like this is a good look-ahead spot. I think the Colts coming off of a bad loss at Minnesota. I think Flacco didn't really look too good, and I didn't think he would look good, but I do think he will look better this week. And I also think that the Colts probably match up better with the Bills than they do with the Vikings. They're not going to have any big-time wide receivers that they got to shut down like they did with the Vikings. Colts are pretty good up front, stopping the run, and they can run the ball. And I think that's where the Bills are most vulnerable on defense. So, I don't know. I think that in this game, I think that they can keep it a field goal game. So I'm going to take the Colts at home. I'm going to take Flacco for one last hurrah, plus 4 points, and that's going to be my 1-point pick, rather than going up against flex.
I love that pick.
Does Vegas love it though? That's the real question.
No.
Remains to be seen. Now my 2-point pick, geez, oh man, I wanted to take the Broncos. I could still take the Broncos, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. I think that was a great pick though. My 2-point pick. I can't believe I'm doing this. It stinks to high heaven. Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I was gonna take the Giants, but I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to take the Giants.
Yeah, I know.
I really love the spot. I feel like Panthers are in a letdown spot. You know how I feel about taking the favorites out in Germany, or even international games. But I'll quit stalling. I'll take the Steelers plus the 3 points at Washington. I'm a little nervous with the Steelers just because you never know what you're gonna get from that offense. And I'm also a little nervous because I feel like I've tried. I don't think I've picked against Washington here, or maybe I have, but I've tried to avoid picking against them because I feel like they're still kind of rolling. But I feel like this is the spot to pick against them. I feel like it's gotten a little too hot. Yeah, they got Lattimore, but Lattimore doesn't really help them because the Steelers, they're not going to throw the ball that much anyway. I just think that the way that they're going to try to win games is the same way that they always try to win games, is by, field goaling you to death. I think they're going to try to keep it a low-score game, despite the fact that the Washington team on defense has greatly outperformed what I expected them to. I still think that they have played above their talent level. I think that the Steelers should be able to put up enough points to cover a 3-point spread. Mike Tomlin, as we know, as a road dog, I gave the numbers before. And also, I think Mike Tomlin has a particularly impressive record when it comes to facing rookie quarterbacks. And as great as Jaden Daniels has been, he's still a rookie quarterback. And I think that this is going to be the best defense that he's going to face this year. So we'll see. Maybe the Jaden Daniels train continues to roll and they beat up on the Steelers. But if you're telling me if I can get Mike Tomlin and I can get that Steelers defense with a healthy Highsmith and Watt, Russell Wilson surprisingly seems to have given that offense a little bit more dynamic passing game. I'll take the Steelers. I'll take Tomlin in the big time rah-rah Tomlin road dog spot, and I'll take the 3 points for my 2-point pick.
Ooh.
And then for my 3-point pick, there's one team that we know owes me. They owe me. They fucking owe me. They gave me a little bit of repayment last week. I didn't take them because it was a Thursday game, but I made it clear I bet them. I bet them heavy, and they cashed for me. They still have not fully repaid the debt that they owe me. I took them big twice this year, and they failed me both times. And maybe I'm a fucking fool and a sucker for taking them here, especially to disrespect my guy Johnny G. I hate to do it. But we all know we're talking about the New York Jets. I'm going to take the Jets. It's a very, very small number. Last I checked, it was -1.5.
It's up to
I
2.
could give you all the same fucking stupid-ass reasons that I gave the last time I took them coming off of a Thursday game. But I won't even waste my breath saying that shit because I don't want to have to rewatch this later on with humiliation. But I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to take the Jets. I think that they're going to win this game. A little extra time to prepare, of course. And to tell you the truth, even though I do like the Jets and I like the Jets in this spot, I also feel like the number's just not big enough. The Cardinals have not earned. I mean, if you go based just off of record, sure. But I've watched the Cardinals play. I've watched the Jets play. And I've watched the Jets beat themselves more than getting beat. And I've watched the Cardinals not really beat anybody. I mean, they had that big comeback against
Caleb was bad.
A broken team. Yeah, that was a great spot for them against Caleb. I was thinking about taking. I like the Bears this week too, and a bounce back for them. But he was bad. They were coming off of. I feel like they were still a little bit shell shocked from the fucking Hail Mary. They never really even recovered from that shit. So they went as a dead man walking into Arizona. I think Kyler Murray threw for like 120 yards in that win. He's going to have to do a hell of a lot better than that to beat the Jets. Whatever you want, say what you want about the Jets, and as much as they have really hurt me this year, like I said, they owe me. I'm taking the Jets. I got nothing else to say about it. Give me the Jets, -1.5. That's my 3-point pick. The third time's the charm. They fucking owe me. Let's go.
That
Wow.
has Vegas. That has Vegas ain't slick tendencies right there.
What does?
Yeah, the number.
The
Numbers
Jets.
ain't
No,
match.
don't ask questions anymore about the Vegas shit. Don't ask them. Okay, forget it.
All right,
Yes,
here
you're
we
right.
go.
Vegas tendencies. Word life.
Yes, sir. All right, so we already know my 1 point pick, but I'll reiterate it just because. With my 1 point pick, I'm taking tonight's game, Bengals +6 at Ravens. Um, it's happening right now. I think we're looking okay. Still too early, only the first quarter, so I won't be singing any songs
Who caught
just
that
yet.
touchdown? Was it
But
Gesicki?
no, he
Oh no,
was
Chase
in the
Brown
play, but
rushing
no,
touchdown.
yeah, yep, they got a flag, two flags there. Anyway, that's my 1 point pick. Um, I just think the Bengals they had to they're fighting for their lives here. So that's why I picked the Bengals there, getting 6. Uh, with my 2 point pick, we're gonna have another head-on-head action here.
Yes, on guard.
Um, on guard, and it is with you, Bobby.
Excellent. Taking the
My
Bills.
two, I'm taking no, because I'm actually a
Taking
big
Washington.
Colts. I am taking Washington. I am, yes, indeed, I am taking Washington. Against Pittsburgh. Um, I know this is a very big, as I hear, uh, Tomlin time to pick them or whatever, But I think Washington's, I think they're hot and they're playing like it. I know it's a tough defense, but the kid can move around in the pocket back there, so he's not a sitting duck, you know. And I know it's still a tough defense, but what are they? Getting three, giving
Yes,
three,
sir.
giving three. I think they're a little more explosive than that. So give me Washington with my 2 point pick, head-to-head action with my man Ho. With my 3 point pick, I don't know. I really don't know why I'm doing it. Besides the fact that they've been stinking up and doing, because they're both terrible, and I don't think either team is good enough to get 6 here. But I'm going to go with the Patriots at the Bears, just because the Bears haven't been
You're
great. I know
taking the
that
Patriots?
I'm taking the Patriots +6. Yeah. Um, for the main reason that the Bears stink as much as the Pats stink, and it's 6 points, and that's really my logic behind it.
You really think the Bears stink as much as the Pats?
I think that they're broken right now. I think they could be better. On paper, they're definitely better, but they're broken right now. I think they're struggling to the point where they can't get out of their own way offensively, and the Pats is gritty. You know what I mean? If anything, they're a gritty team. They don't
Gritty.
they don't
They
die.
just got called soft.
Yeah, by their own coach. Yeah,
No, that was too. That was before they beat the Jets.
Oh yeah, true.
that was.
But now they lost to the Titans, so
Yeah, but I think yeah, it's a tough defense too. So they're both a tough defense. I just played the numbers here. I don't think the Bears offense is clicking. Um, I don't know. I just don't think that they're 6 points better than anybody right now. I think they're, I think this. I don't know. I just think that offense is broken right now, and then that's what I'm riding with. 6 points is too much, in my opinion. So that's my 3 point pick there.
Like it. +6. Patriots +6. And you can get us started right away. Money line parlay, excuse me, draft. I hit my money line parlay. Unimpressive because it was
yeah.
it was short odds. But had I gotten my 2 point pick, we would have had the first immaculate week. Oh, I did
And if the
decide.
Cowboys didn't fuck my shit up again.
Oh yeah, that's a.
I did decide what's gonna happen the next time. I probably should give it to you. I'll next week because I don't have it all queued up. But next week, I'm gonna give you the celebration for your perfect sweep of the three. Excuse me, the 3 picks and the touchdown. I've come up with something for that. So just
Ooh,
remind me
okay.
next week.
All right, so it's my go. So I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions.
The Lions. All right, taking the Lions Let me get my shit ready so I can calculate this. Taking the Lions on the road at Houston. All right. I'm going to double down on the Steelers. Give me the Steelers.
Nice.
Double down the Steelers. Let's go. Let's go. I'll start off with the Falcons.
Falcons.
The
Ooh, I like
Falcons.
Oh, shit, I wrote Falcons, too.
The Falcons.
And?
Let's go with the Carolina Panthers.
Ooh.
And the Panthers. All right. Well, okay. Taking the Panthers. Taking the Panthers. You know what? Since we didn't go head-to-head against the spread, let's go head-to-head in the money line. I'm going to take the Saints.
Give me. I'll go head with you. Give me the Giants.
Wow, how about that? Giants.
And then give me the Buffalo Bills.
Giants, Bills, Lions. All your favorite teams. How about that? Well, except, you didn't get the Falcons. That's your other favorite team.
I didn't get the Bengals or the
Yeah.
Falcons. Holy shit.
So is this the
How
first
about
week
that?
that you picked all favorites? I think it is.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, because you're
Small
coming out
favorites.
of... Yeah. Well, Giants and Bills are both given more than a field goal. You're getting plus 200, plus 205.
Not bad.
That's where that leaves you. Plus
Get a little win,
205.
get a little.
No, listen.
dog
Winning
under
is
the
the
belt.
goal, man. Winning is the object.
Getting back on the winning side of
All
things.
right.
here.
So I got Steelers. I got Saints. Give me the Steelers. Give me the Saints. And my last pick, I will take Steelers, Saints. Where do we want to go with this last joint? Steelers, Saints, and I'll go Colts.
Ooh. Tripling down.
Yeah, might as well take a big swing. Why not? I took a small swing last week in cash, so I'll switch it up for this week.
Let's go with the LA Rams.
LA Rams is a good. It was either going to be that one.
I
Plus,
thought you
get
were
the
gonna pick it.
opportunity. But plus, you get the opportunity at the Monday night hedge, which is always nice. All right, so my Colts, Saints, Steelers. That gets me to plus 1472.
Oh shit.
And
damn.
so that gets me to plus 1472. And Flex has the Falcons, the Panthers, the Rams. Oh my. Gets you to Falcons, Panthers, Rams.
That was hard.
Falcons, Panthers, Rams. Panthers, Falcons. That gets you to plus 838. That's pretty hefty. Plus 838 on the money line. So that is recapping. Word Life against the spread has the Bengals tonight plus 6, has the Commies hosting the Steelers -3, and has the Patriots going into Chicago and covering 6 points. Flex has the Broncos covering 7.5 against the Chiefs. That game's in Arrowhead, right? Or is that in Denver? Yeah, that's Arrowhead, John. Broncos covering 7.5 against the Chiefs. Eagles covering -7.5 in Dallas, and the Falcons in New Orleans covering -3.5. And then my picks, I have the Colts +4 hosting the Bills. I have the Steelers +3 on the road in Washington, and I have the Jets -1.5 on the road in Arizona. And then Moneyline Parlay picks, Word Life, Lions, Giants, Bills at +205. Flex has Falcons, Panthers, Rams at +838, and I have the Steelers, the Saints, and the Colts at +1472. And there we go. We don't have a Gesicki touchdown yet. Where are we with our parlay? Has Yosevas caught? Has he caught a pass yet or no?
He caught one, and
a
I think he dropped. Another one though.
He got a big one too.
Gesicki has had like 4 or 5 targets already.
Targets, yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't think he
4
brought any of them
targets,
down.
2 catches, 12 yards for Gesicki. Yosevas already cleared he already cleared his longest catch prop, which was my best bet. 1 catch, 19 yards. Chase 3 catches, 39 yards. But Gesicki's putting in work. Tanner Hudson's out there doing his thing. Chase Brown, 2 catches. Chase Brown already has 6 carries, so
I think his over on reception yards was pretty low.
Moss is
And his
out, right?
reception.
Moss
His
is out, and
receiver-
Moss is
Moss is
out indefinitely.
and
his
Herbert
receiving
and
yards, I forget what it was at. I know his receptions was at 3.5. I was interested in that, but it was a little too high. But and where's
Lamar's so
where's
filthy,
Brandon
man.
Stevens with the tackles? Let me check. Where's he at? 1 solo tackle. All right, we're getting there. We're on the road. We're on the road, on the way.
what's
And
the
for
number?
the
right?
official Vegas
Oh,
Ain't Slick pick,
there we
since
go.
I was bullied and mind games were
Yo,
played
I
with me.
can't believe way niggas be crying bully out here. What is this?
He
2024.
hates that word.
People
Well,
going
oh,
soft.
yeah.
This is why Trump is
And
winning.
you-
He hates that word.
Nigga, that's why
bully,
nigga
yo.
had the red Scully on. He's the one doing all the bullying. But now, let me take the
Lost my
Houston
earpiece.
Texans. Let me take the Houston Texans. They're coming off a loss, only getting 3.5 points. You would think with the way the Lions are playing, they should be a little bit higher than that.
That's true.
CJ Stroud worries me. I've been on the CJ Stroud like watch out for the sophomore slump train since the preseason. Let's remember.
Wait,
I have been on that.
Whoa. The CJ Stroud, watch out for the sophomore slump train. That was
Yeah.
incredible. That was
That
incredible.
was hard. That was hard.
That was amazing.
I know it's a train that only comes like once every hour or like hour and a
Don't
half. You know
matter.
what I'm saying?
You,
It's like
you got
like
on
a
the
ghost
train
train.
before it left the station. I like it.
I'm driving it. I'm the one who started the shit. It only has one cart.
It's like one of those ones from the old school where you see them pumping. It's 2 dudes, one on each side, and they got like the crank.
I'm the one doing both jobs. But anyway, let's go. I feel like in any given situation, the Lions, the way people are talking up the Lions, they should be, Super Bowl. I mean, I haven't checked the odds, but it seems like they're pretty high up there in terms of Super Bowl favorites. You know how that ball gets rolling. But and people are down on the Texans too, so the Texans only getting 3.5. I know they're at home, but given that they should be getting 3 just for being at home, it doesn't really make sense to me. It feels like it should be a bigger spread, maybe 5.5. Give me the Houston Texans as my official Vegas Ain't Slick pick. Still undefeated. I'm not thrilled about any of the things. That's why the mind tricks worked on me, because I was a little hesitant on any of them. But let's put it down on the Houston Texans.
I cannot believe you're trying to blame this on me. Mind
Every time
tricks.
you do
He says mind
every time
tricks.
you do it throws me off. Every time you do
threw
it throws me
yourself
off.
off because you forgot the whole basis of your Vegas Ain't Slick pick.
No,
Don't blame
no,
me.
No.
Don't try to blame me. You're trying to blame me because you
No,
got confused as to what the Vegas ain't slick pick even is.
no,
You
because you
confused
did it.
yourself.
Because you did it. You've
What's up
done it
with
to me before.
the
Anytime
box?
you question, it,
Thank
I
you.
start like, wait, hold. I start thinking, hold on a second. Do I have it right, or did I lose my train of thought? No,
Yo, the
that's why I have
box
to
needs to
gather
make its
myself.
first ever bounce back box picks right now. The box has never
Yeah,
had
it's
an 0
hard.
and 3 week.
It's hard for a square to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he does it.
Amazing.
He may be
Wow,
a
I
box,
can't
but he ain't a
believe
square,
0
buddy.
and 3 for the first time.
Yeah.
It's about
Never
goddamn
went in the
time.
box with the left. I don't know why. Bought in the left box. I don't know why I went in with the left this time. Jinx in the box with the left hand. Oh, wow. Chiefs.
Ooh. Big number.
Big number. The Chiefs don't ever cover those big numbers.
Never. Well, they did again when you picked them. I forgot who was
No,
that with.
No, I've never picked the
No, it was
Chiefs
the
to give it a
Bengals.
big number.
Yeah,
This
I
year
think
you
the last
didn't.
time you picked
I thought you
no,
picked
it was the
Chiefs this
Bengals.
year.
Nah, I think I picked the Chiefs one time 3 years ago, given a big number. Never again. I haven't picked the Chiefs.
No,
given
no,
a
I'm
big
sorry. You went against the Chiefs, and they actually I think it was, I forgot what it was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Jaguars.
Aggies, ooh, covering.
I don't hate
They're
it.
getting 7 against who? Who are they playing again? I forget.
The
Yeah.
Vikings.
Vikings,
Yep.
right.
That's another
Last
team
but
on the
not
brink, man.
least.
I think Trevor Lawrence might be out.
No,
He
who's
is
it?
out. They
Yeah,
get, you know
90?
who's starting?
Ooh. Ooh.
Mac Daddy.
Ah,
Mac Daddy.
Oh,
The
yeah, that's
box
right,
is
that's
taking
right.
Mac Daddy.
he didn't sign up for this shit.
Nah. I was thinking about taking the Niners because I was like, that's a big number. But Mac Daddy, come on now, stop it.
Yeah,
All right. So box has the Jags, the Niners, and the Chiefs. Or the Chiefs, the Jags, and the Niners, to be more specific. Wow. I don't know how it's gonna bounce back with all those big numbers, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Can't doubt. I can't question the box just yet. Let me see, because now you got me
Yeah, it's only
confused if
one
I
week.
took who I took. You said I took somebody given a big number.
I think it was against the Chiefs. You went and the
yeah.
Chiefs
That
actually covered.
you probably used the same rationale.
I thought it was the
but then
Saints.
in that case they actually covered.
Because the only reason I remember was because I thought about it, and I had done it like 2 weeks before or a week before, and I saw that big number, and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm gonna stay away from this week." And they
I took the
Oh,
Bengals
I'm gonna stay.
week 2 getting 6 against the Chiefs.
okay, that was it. I thought it was more recent. I'm bugging. I might be bugging.
I took the Bengals getting 2
Was it
against
Saints?
Saints?
Did they-
I have not picked the Saints, so I don't think once this year.
Okay, so I don't know.
Staying Rooney's.
I know it was against. I thought it was against the Chiefs, but I'm bugging. I could be bugging, bro.
No, the only one I took was I went against the Chiefs, taking this. The Chiefs have not given or have not been getting points like big spreads.
Yeah.
They've only been giving them.
No.
And if they're giving them,
Yep.
I'll take them. I go against the Chiefs if I'm getting a big number like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no.
Touchdown Aguilar.
The biggest favorite I took this year was, I'll tell you right now, biggest favorite I took was I think it was the Jets. I think it was the Jets giving 7.5 to Denver. Yeah, that was the one. That was the only time I took that. That's the only time I've given more than a field goal in any pick. Oh, actually, no, that's a
Yeah.
lie. I took the Vikings -5 against the Colts.
Okay. No, I thought you
Last
were going.
week.
I thought that was against them, but I don't know. I could be bugging. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, I remember a couple years ago I took the Chiefs in a crazy spot. I think I gave like 12.5, like a lunatic, and they fucking almost
Oh
lost. I
shit.
think that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went crazy with the Chiefs one time. So I took the Chiefs last year against the Raiders. That game that they lost, I had the Chiefs
Lost.
-7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's the one you're thinking about.
No. You didn't pick the Chiefs. You went against them. You picked the
First
favorite.
time, last time.
You picked the favorite. I thought you picked the favorite against the Chiefs.
But who
I mean,
the Chiefs
the-
have been dogs against?
I mean the dog. I mean, excuse me. I'm sorry. The dogs against the Chiefs because they had a big number. I thought you did it. I thought it was
Oh
this
well, I
year, but I
probably
could be
did.
wrong.
I do that. I do that when any chance I get. I
Yeah.
took the Broncos getting 9.5 against the Chiefs last year at the end of the season. That
Yeah.
was a cover.
No, this year. But the
It was
but the
the
Chiefs
Bengals. That's
actually
the only one.
covered.
The Bengals.
Okay.
But they
Okay.
didn't cover.
And the Chiefs.
They came close, but they didn't cover. They almost lost
Okay.
that
Okay.
game, but they almost lost, but they almost covered. It was
Yeah. Yeah.
remember that
They almost
that
covered,
was
yeah.
the game
Yeah.
that it
Yeah.
ended
Yeah.
that weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway,
Okay,
there you
okay.
have it. There are the picks. The contest continues. Big week. Big week. Like I said, only 1 point separates us. Maybe somebody could pass the box this week. The box has another down week. I don't think we've been ahead of the box at all
Ever? Nah. I
in
don't
2
think so.
years.
All
But
three of us. Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. It could happen for the first time finally. The fucking box. I'm looking at these picks from last season. Last season, weeks 15, 16, and 17, the box went 3-0. Back-to-back weeks. 9-0 for a fucking 3-week
That's
stretch.
crazy.
Insane. Crazy,
That's
crazy,
crazy.
crazy. But maybe this could be
This is
the
a crazy
time of
week, though.
reckoning. This could be the down year for the
This is a
box.
crazy
I don't
year
know.
too. So
It is a crazy year, so I don't know. Maybe it's getting thrown off. Maybe it's just slowing down and gonna come back. Who knows? But we shall see.
we shall
Hopefully
see.
we can cash the. Hopefully we get a Mike Gesicki touchdown. We can cash this. But what I will say is that I like that all of our records are getting pretty clean. I mean, we got to pick it up a little bit, but you know, we're all.
I mean, I had a bad start. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Yeah, you
digging
had a
my
bad
way
start.
back.
I'm in a slump right now. The 3 point week last week saved my ass, and then the 2 point saved my ass. But I've been having bad picks.
But you
gotta
hit
clean it
two
up.
touchdowns
la-
have helped you a lot. The
Yeah,
two
there's
tutties help.
touchdowns, yeah.
And Flex, you got at least 2 tutties too, right? Or you got 3? 2 or 3? 2.
I had 2 in a row. Yeah, I should have had this third one, man.
Nah, you didn't get 2 in a row.
I feel
When
like.
did you get 2 in a row?
I got 2 in a row.
Oh, okay. But
No, you didn't get 2 in a row
Like,
either.
I
When
feel-
did you get 2 in a
No,
row?
I thought I just got 2 in a row.
When?
you would have
I might
if
be
you picked
bugging.
Theo Johnson like you had.
Well,
every other
I
week
was gonna
he
say
had.
that shit too.
Yeah, I thought the same shit.
I was gonna say, the
thought
one
I was
time you don't take him.
Yeah, I forgot to. I forgot to text that.
I thought the
But-
same
Let's
shit.
do a
yo.
real. Let me make sure I have the touchdowns real quick. Let's just do a recap and see if this sounds familiar. Word
Okay.
life. I got you. Week 1, Wan'Dale Robinson did not
Okay.
catch. Week 2, Eckler, no touchdown.
Did not catch. No.
Week 3, Theo Johnson, no touchdown. Week 4, Theo Johnson, no touchdown. week 5, Mo Alley Cox,
Theo
touchdown.
Touchdown.
Week 6, Theo Johnson, no touchdown. Week 7, Keon Coleman, no touchdown.
Touchdown.
Week
But he got
8,
Keon Coleman
Dalton
on the other one.
Kincaid, touchdown.
Touchdown. Yeah.
And then last week, Jonnu Smith, no touchdown.
Okay. I didn't get.
Flex.
Oh, I thought he hit on one of the Keon Colemans.
No, I only got one. Keon Cole.
No.
I got one Kincaid, 2 Buffalo Bill players. Oh my God!
Well,
who the
I'll
fuck just
recheck
fumbled
that.
ball like
I maybe I could have put it in wrong, but I'll recheck it.
I feel like
If-
I feel like he got a Keon Coleman one a couple weeks, two weeks ago.
You know, I feel that feels right.
I voted. I definitely got Keon. I definitely put for Keon Coleman, but I don't recall.
It
if
was
he
week
scored, though.
7. I got it right here. I don't know why.
I don't think
Maybe
he
I just
scored, though.
put it. I might have just put it in red by mistake, but because I feel like I feel like you might have been off a week. I feel like he might have caught a touchdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7. That was against the Oh, that was that big game against the Titans. Yeah, nah. You didn't. You know what ended up happening that week? Because I remember that now. Because I was watching it, and I went. Because like whenever one of us picks a touchdown score from a game, if I look at the game and I see it's a high score, I always go to check to see if the person you picked scored. And I remember looking at that Buffalo game, Keon Coleman
He was
had a
splashing.
57-yard catch, have 4 catches for $125, no touchdowns.
No
I think he
touchdown.
got tackled close to the somewhere close to the goal line on the
Yeah, he
57
blacked
yard.
that game. Yep.
Or I think he might have even scored
Got
and
it
they called it back because
overturned.
the knee was down or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
that
that.
might be it.
Yeah, so that one did not cash. Flex, your touchdown scores. Week 1, Gus Edwards, no touchdown. Week 2, Chris Godwin, touchdown. Week 3, Brandon Cooks, no touchdown. Week 4, Jets defense, no touchdown.
Oh,
Week 5, Whittington, no touchdown, but close. That one was when you got a raw deal.
Called back.
Whittington, no touchdown. Week 6, Tucker Kraft, no touchdown. Week 7, Brock Bowers, no touchdown. Week 8, Mark Andrews, touchdown. And then last week, Week 9, Cortland Sutton, no passing touchdown, but unfortunately that does us no
Yeah,
good.
I feel like for non-quarterbacks,
count,
that
though.
should be a touchdown.
Word.
I thought about it, but the way I looked at it was we're going along with the books, and the books are not going to.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no. I'm not saying in terms of like
of us.
this.
Yeah.
I'm saying just overall. Like,
Yeah, me too, yeah.
Because obviously they don't count for quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they should count when the position that they don't
Hell
play
yeah.
is still the reason why they score a touchdown.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because anytime touchdown doesn't
should
count
count for-
when a quarterback throws, right? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
of course, yeah.
So that's why they do it. But
But I'm saying like when you're not a quarterback, it should count.
I see. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, to be honest with you. But then how would you, because I was going to say,
I mean,
the
those odds
quarterback-
must be
does
enormous.
the quarterback get the touchdown? Like, if you have,
Well, they get the
if you had an anytime
They get the
touchdown
anytime,
for,
yeah.
but they obviously won't get the passing touchdown. It's tough.
Yeah, because I'm saying if they had odds for Cortland Sutton throwing a touchdown, the shits would be astronomical. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. They should put that up there, though. That'd be sick.
Word.
Yeah, more things to
More things to fucking light your money on fire every week.
throw your money down the drain.
Yeah, and then my touchdowns, at no point in me even reading them off because I didn't hit anything until last week. So,
What you
Tyreek
got?
Hill let me down 2 weeks in a row. Well, 3 times I went. No. One of those has to be.
Well,
Taysom.
you went
I didn't go Tyreek 3 times because
you went Taysom. You went
Did I go
Taysom,
Taysom?
I think last week or 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks ago.
No, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that was Taysom.
Did Tillman
When I
hit
went-
with that day that you picked Tillman?
last week? Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, last week.
That was a
Tillman,
good one.
That was the
Yeah.
only one. That's the first time I hit one. So all the rest of
I
mine,
was
I
mad
thought
at
I
you.
had good picks, but I felt like I just kept missing by 1 week. I had Tank Dell week 1. I had Jaden Reed week 2. I had Xavier Legette week 3. That was where I started to miss by a week. I had Xavier Legette week 3. He caught one week 4. I had Brock Bowers week 4. He caught one week 5. I had Tyreek Hill week 6. I don't think he still has. Does he have a touchdown catch this year? I don't think he does.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I had Tyreek Hill. I had Calvin Ridley. I think he went without a catch that game. And then I had Taysom. And then I had Tillman.
Yeah, because Calvin Hill scored last week. Calvin Ridley. What? Did I say Calvin Hill?
Tillman hit.
You did say
I was like,
Calvin
who the
Hill.
fuck is Calvin
Is that
Hill?
Calvin Hill from school?
No,
Was
that's
that
Calvin
him?
Rayford. Or Calvin Klein. Calvin and Hobbs. Calvin Johnson.
There you go.
Calvin Johnson.
Megatron.
All-time great. Megatron. All right, well, there you go. There you have it. That's going to do it for the show. The last live show ever. Nah, not ever, but
Not
Yeah,
ever,
until we figure it
for
out.
now.
until we figure it out. Yeah, until we get these technical difficulties sorted. But with that being said, another day, another dollar. Adios.
Peace.
Salute.